Hello. Hope everyone's doing well today. Probably just gonna be another shorter stream, but we'll see. Just gonna work on some more stream stuff, work on the spaceship model some more. Pick up where we left off last stream. There we go. I'm thinking I'm going to be making several different blocked out designs I have to decide between, but we'll continue on this one, see how we feel. I think I might have to make it a little bit shorter. It feels a little bit too long at the moment. Yeah, I can really squish it down. Maybe something like that. Let's get all these pieces moved back. First, fix this guy. Might as well have it sticking out a bit more in that case. There we go. That looks good. That insert. Well, that's a little bit better. Now, do I want to block out cargo container kind of things? Docking bays. Or like racks, basically. Like just rows upon rows of spots for cargo. But I kind of want it to be like in the form of containers attached to the outside of the ship, not just something that's inside the ship, you know? But I think I gotta have like a little divot thin part here. Thin it out a little bit, having an engineering section, state sticker, and then the front crew area, and then maybe like just pinch it in the middle here. That's your engineering section, probably be about like that. Crew section, we'll just kind of go with that, I guess. We'll just go with that for now, I guess. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. And then Can I? Nope. Nope. Ooh, nope. I feel like I might have to. I just had that one. That song. There. Let's give it. If I select all these faces, there we go. Scale it. Okay, so that will work. So I just need a slight inset. Except for the fact that I don't want it quite stretching like that. Go with that. And then select these edges. Excuse me. There we go. Oh wait, that'll just move all that again. How do I, can I move them in opposite directions? Right, yes, I can just scale on to X. There we go. There we go, that might work. I might change up, I don't know, looking at some of these references, I might change up the engine design to be something also more like this, to where it has bigger parts poking out with the side instead of being contained in there. Something a little more like this than like this one. Let's see. I'm working on a cargo container bit right now. Anyways, so. Okay. Okay, let's get to a basic size of a cargo container. Down here. Wait, what was the button for? Great, now I forget the button already. Shortcut, there we go. Right, Shift S. Okay, right, that's what I was looking for. There we go. Okay. There we go. So now that'll be centered. Now I think I don't think I want it to be a whole length there. Oh, let me see something here. Let me... Okay. These sides aren't the right size. Well, let me size one for this side. And then see how it looks here. There we go. Hey Arneo, can't only be episode 4. It's episode 4 of the development for the stream stuff. I do have more streams, just they were on the game development for the currently untitled game. So kind of a different series, I guess. And there were a couple weeks, and I haven't streamed every week for over a month yet. There were a couple weeks I didn't stream at all. But right before the 4th of July, things were just too crazy at work and everything for me to really be able to deal with streaming. How you doing, Arneo? Welcome in. Speaking of, I'm just working on trying to figure out a ship design that could kind of work as my quote-unquote mascot, I guess, for lack of a better word, for a stream. Something I can use in the icon and overlays and whatnot. Got the whole bunch of references here. Trying to work something out. Trying to figure out what size I might have cargo container like things be compared to the ship. Yep, exactly. Though I'm kind of debating on whether I want it to be one specific starship is the quote-unquote Sapphire Starship, or have it be more like a series of ships. Then that I won't be locked into one design either. So we'll see. Right now I'm just working on getting a design I can look at. I might make a few others too as well to figure it out. You're very tired. Yeah, I'm quite tired too. I don't know how long I'll stream today. Might not be super long. It's been a long week. So, since I don't have since I don't have, these sides aren't the same size, might size them up to be fitting like this on the diagonals, and then on the non-diagonal sides maybe have them, whoa. What is going on? Oh, I know. There we go. Oh yeah, that is what I was going for. There we go. Size them up to where I could have them be along that. So I could have like 2 stacked here, one vertical there, 2 horizontal there. Blend it. I'll be honest, if that's a reference I'm not quite getting. I don't get the reference. Sorry. Feels like you're referencing something there, so it's lost on me. Hey, Diginanigans, how's it going? An old kind of obscure movie? Okay, that would explain it then. Man, I wish I could stop coughing. Okay, so now it's going. Looking forward to the weekend. Same. Definitely looking forward to the weekend. Not going into work tomorrow. Okay, so I think I'll size the length to fit on these flats, and then size the width to fit them too wide on these. Okay, sounds like a plan. Which I think the width I got done pretty good there. So. So now, well, not the length, I guess. Now I need to size out the width. Why are these a little crooked? Okay. I just want them to be straight here. What's going on outside? Give me 1 second. I gotta check out the window. Of course, they picked today to the city picks today to do something along the road and be banging around. So sorry if you hear any large vehicle noises in the background. Okay, where was I? Rotation. You know what? No, I'll just, instead of doing that. How do I put this back? There we go. Okay. Why is it not point? There we go. It's working better now. There we go. That's straight there. Rotate. Why is it wanting to go crooked like this? Man, I keep getting this little tickle in my throat. Sorry for the coughing, guys. I was doing fine today. Okay, I don't get. This is gonna bug me now. I'm actually gonna go. There we go. You've had a weird lingering cough going on for almost a month now. Yeah, I got a little sick a few weeks ago, and I've been having a little bit of cough still like a tiny bit of drainage from my sinuses. You know, I'm feeling fine. It just seems to not want to go away. Okay, where was it? Right. I'm gonna try sizing these up to what is, let's see. That seems. Excuse me. Why isn't it just using the world ones by default? Why is it not matching up right now? I'm not quite understanding that. Like that's saying that that's a Z when I'm not in that. That is weird. Yeah, even that's not. Oh, okay. There we go. Found it. I accidentally hit that earlier when I was trying to find the right one. So it probably going by that. Okay, let me try that again. Ah, there we go. That's much more like it. Okay. So let me scale width to about, it looks like it'll be about half this. Let's see here. That's here. I'm trying to stay focused here. My mind's all over the place today. Mirror. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Object. There we go. That'll let me size it up. Wow, did I get it perfectly? The size. Looks like I got the size pretty perfect. First try. Cool. Okay, that works. So that's gonna be the width. Yeah, that'll be the width. And then, yeah, oh, fan time. And no sound effects or anything yet, but there we go. Spam bot no more. Okay, so that's gonna be the width. Scale. So now I need to move it. Rotate around the X 45 natively. And then let me go ahead and cursor to selected, back out, selection to cursor. There we go. Oh, this isn't gonna look quite as good as I was hoping. I need to turn it this way. There we go. So this lets him go in a row this way, and then be rotated and be stacked 2 on these faces. I guess that could work for a kind of container. Let me just make a few, thicken it up, make a few more of them, and see how that looks. Actually, let me bring it down here. Make it here first. There we go. Is there a modifier that can make this be easier? Alright. Okay. This could make it easier. Constant offset. I don't want them right next to each other. Need a little bit of a gap. Maybe something like that. Okay. I can stretch or squash it here as well. Nope. Okay, could have some fun with this. So do the array and then also mirror. Whoop. Mirror that onto Z. Wait, is it not? Oh, I need to select the object, of course. Okay. Either of us read Lane Banks in the Culture series. Looking at big capital ships takes me back to the wild ideas that have spaceships. No, I've never heard of that. Ian Banks. Let me look that up. I mean, personally, I don't read much. I listen more to audiobooks than I read. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks. Let's look at that. We haven't really seen art about those ships. Cold ships are kind of hard to describe, to be honest. They are so unconventional. Okay. Let me see if I can look up. I'm kind of curious now what the descriptions of them might be. Yeah, I'll have to look at those at some point. Take a closer look at that at some point later. Let's see here. There we go. I think that'll work. Thicken them up a bit, considering they're cargo containers. Oh, I didn't need to do that. There we go. Bevel. I like my bevels. There we go. That's starting to look containery, I guess. You got 5, so I guess I'll go ahead and shrink this just by a little bit more. Oh, the wrong way. Just like a tiny bit more. Whoop. There we go. Those in. They are basically artificially intelligent, living, thinking beings that change their interiors based on their personality. Huh. Some are like planets that house massive amounts of people. Some collect different environments and animals as a hobby. The more military ones are kind of weird and lonely, just quiet when Huh! Cool. I might have to look into those. That definitely sounds different. That does sound interesting. I'll definitely have to look into those. I do listen to a lot of audiobooks, more while I'm at work. So I'm constantly looking for something different, some sort of series, especially to get into. Considering how much I go through it, I need series. Definitely. Can I flip it? Okay, so I can put it on the other side there. I kind of want to have them rotate and put there too, but that might be going a bit far. Actually, is there like a... look here. I'm not sure that I'm gonna be able to do this easily. Yeah, the easiest way to do this would probably just be duplicate, rotate, X, whoop. Point, rotate, X, yeah, that's not. Oh, yes. Cursor to world origin, which is right in the middle. Move around there. Rotate. 90. There we go. Okay, this is definitely a good amount of cargo containers, and I can add a few more in here too. Turn the modifiers off of this one. Go back to individual origins. Rotate X 45 negative. There we go. And I still want to add in an array, but I want it to be the other way. There we go. Hey, Rhiannon. How's it going? Almost missed our streaming. Yeah, I'm streaming a little bit. Not sure how long today, but just getting a little bit more. Yeah, doing some spaceship design. This is just for stream stuff, so it's I'm working on different ideas for my quote-unquote mascot. You know, the Sapphire Starship that I can use in my icon overlays and whatnot. That kind of thing. So this is one idea I'm having, being more of a, I guess, like a big truck, a cargo hauler. So I make a bunch of cargo containers here. I kind of want to change up the engine area to be a bit more like this one. A bit more like this ship than like this one. I think it'll look better having the engines poking out more like that than they are currently. But I'm trying to focus on the cargo container parts at the moment. So this one isn't gonna work. that's the one I'm looking at. I'm gonna do just kind of copy this one for the moment. 0.08. You know, it's probably gonna change. Try matching this up. There we go. Now let's see here. Okay, there we go. That's not too bad. Took them out about the same amount. Oh, there we go. So it looks like a few of us have new books to have to go read, huh? Again, I don't actually read too much. I do more audiobooks. Mirror. Along that way, no way. I can see. Awesome. There we go. That does look kind of funny. I think it would look better having, again, engines a little bit more like that. That might be the next step. But comparing the size of these to the size of the hangar bays, the scale might be a little off. Here, they're just huge containers. Maybe I could split them up into a couple. Or just adjust the size of these, you know, rethink to scale the ship. Probably a better idea, honestly. You do audiobooks also? Yeah. I do audiobooks because I listen to them at work mostly. So to just have something going. I find it helps keep me more focused listening to audiobooks. Somehow keeps me even more focused. I don't know, it's kind of weird. You think it'd do the opposite, but nope. Yeah, I might have to rethink the scale, so I might like change up the cockpit a bit. But I think the engines are the next thing to change up. But that's a bit of an idea, at least. Yeah, I'm changing those up. Oh, I need to add these. Collection. Why'd I name it collection? before you found a good lineup of streamers, you do re-listens while working. Now you have a stream going during work, otherwise you're listening to books. Yeah, sounds like got a good system there. I don't do a ton of re-listens to books unless it's been a while since I've listened to it. Like, it'd be a while to where I kind of forget details, you know? I was literally just thinking earlier about looking at Hard Space Shipbreakers, because I'm playing that a while ago, and some, like, honestly, the design of having the cargo around the hull like this, I think, kinda was from me thinking about Hard Space Shipbreakers. So I'm gonna have to look through those and add some more of those to my reference sheet here. I had that very thought just earlier. I don't know why I didn't think of it when initially adding pictures to this. But that's what, yeah, exactly, that's what kind of spurred this idea. I'm trying to decide on how the engines. I gotta figure out what I want to do with the middle section here, because I don't necessarily want it to be just blank either. Maybe I don't have them like completely sticking out, but just like actually, let me just pop that out now instead, and yeah, just have it kind of ooh, wrong way. Just kind of pop out like that. Okay, that might be. That might be the path to take. So just kind of. Wait a minute, what way is this? No. I want it to kind of flare out, not. There we go. I'm figuring some of these controls out. Okay, okay. So flare the back part out a bit there, and then these. I'll have to add. If I inset these faces. And then go to these. Go to this edge. No, that's not quite working. Oh, wait a minute, dude. Digital streaming. I want to see if I'm gonna see if I can get this engine bit figured out, at least a little bit of it, and then probably hop over there for a bit. Some things that don't. That's zero. Just undo some of these. I want to get at least, you know, not necessarily all the engines themselves, but figure out how to flare them out in a way that looks nice. First, Hero double watching. Nice. And working, multitasking, ADHD brain. Yet completely get that. Not yet diagnosed myself, but I'm fairly sure I have ADHD as well. Hence the distractedness. How do I want to do this? Do I want to just add another one, or do I kind of want to try it? Don't necessarily want to add a whole nother piece to this. I kind of want to just edit this one. that is kind of what it looks like, aren't you? Yeah, my mind is either going 100 miles a minute, or I'm just spacing out, not thinking at all, basically. No real in between. Oh, you know what? I could just inset, extrude out, and then something like that. Then I want this to be flatter. And I want it to be more forward as well. You know, this might actually do better as a whole separate object, because that way I can mirror it across. There we go. Whoa, no, rotate. 90, 45. There we go. There we go, then I can push that forward. So yeah, maybe it can be something like that. Let me get it mirrored. Mirrored. There we go, then I can better see that. Better see how the changes I make will look. Make it a bit flatter, but maybe something like that might work. Trying not to get too detailed here. That's coming together. That's definitely looking a lot better than what I had. Something more three-dimensional, so it's not just, you know, a stick, essentially. That's looking nicer. I do gotta bevel. I gotta not get caught up too much on the details though. I do want to bevel this though. I like my bevels a little too much, I think. You like that look too, did you? Nice. Glad there's someone else that does too. Okay. It's definitely coming together. Engine post. We'll just do that for now. There we go. And I could possibly, like, these could be the big engines. I could possibly have smaller engines in here. Maybe I can even overall. Oh, okay. Just scale that one down. There we go. But yeah, the big main engines here. There could possibly be smaller engines here in here. Might not be a bad idea. This one's coming together. Definitely has some work and no clue if it's what I'm gonna land on, but it's something at least. But honestly, that might do it for today. My shortest stream yet, but at least I did something. I feel like I actually made a decent bit of progress here, so better than nothing. So hope everyone has a good rest of their day. I mean, this has been my shortest stream yet, but I definitely don't want to go any shorter than this in the future. Storage space expanded, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can attempt to raid digital here. Give me one thing. See if I can figure this out. Okay, raiding over to digital. Hope everyone has a good rest of their day. Talk to you later. Have a good weekend.